Today I wanted to share a few tips that I do myself to keep a healthy, glowing and lean body all year round. I have been on this health journey for over a decade now, so I went through a lot of trial and error, but I also learned a lot. If there is one thing that I have learned during this journey is that health is always about going back to the basics. It's all about building consistent habits that you can keep all year round that are working with your body, not against it. So let's go straight to the tips on how to have a glowing, healthy, lean body all year round. So my first tip is to eat mostly whole foods. And whole foods are foods that are in their most natural form with very little removed or processed. And these foods are like unprocessed meat, eggs, fish, nuts, seeds, fruit, vegetables. Basically, how to know if it's a whole foods, you can ask yourself, can you find this food as it is in nature? And I find it so sad that there is not enough education in schools or easily available for us, because food is the most potent medicine that we have to keep our body in balance and in the weight that it's supposed to be. So the more simple the ingredients are, the better it is. Reduce all the refined sugar or the liquid calories. Your body and each single cell is built by what you put in your mouth. So it's very important to feed your body with highly nutritious foods so you have very healthy cells in your body and your body function also as it should. There is a lot of discussion in the health and nutrition space about calories in and calories out, and yes, that's totally true, but you cannot compare a highly processed fast food meal to a very well balanced whole food meal with all the nutrients you need. Even if they carry the same amount of calories, it's not the same. You have to build your body from within, so build it with high quality, nutritious food. It's really worth the investment and the time on the long run. Which brings me to hydration. So we are mostly made of water and our cells constantly need it to function properly. And our bodies are these massive detox machines, and with water you flush all the toxins out that your body is naturally cleaning for you. And if you keep yourself dehydrated, you might feel more bloated, your skin might become more dull, or you can see more impurities surfacing on your skin. And really this is something to not underestimate. You really need to carry a water bottle always with you. Like I have always my hydro flask with me anywhere I go. So get yourself a very nice water bottle that you will never forget to carry with you. The next tip is maybe the most uncomfortable one, and there is no shortcuts for it, but it's discipline. Discipline is freedom, and it's very challenging to do in this world that constantly seeks for comfort or the shortcut, but it's actually the skill to have to solve almost all of your problems. Discipline really gives you the clarity to be able to make the correct decisions for yourself, which eventually in the future will reflect then in having a healthy, glowing body and a clear mind. Daily movement. Daily movement is your body's natural detox booster. Rising your heart rate gets your blood flowing, it will clear your mind and it will give you this good energy boost, and overall you will feel way more happy. Walk as much as you can, aim to get 10,000 steps daily no matter what the weather is outside or what your mind is trying to tell you. You can chop it into parts in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, after lunch. However, just get the steps in and get you moving. Sunshine and sleep. If you go out in the morning to get a few steps, you also get at the same time some great morning sunshine. And just a few minutes of getting morning sun is helping to regulate your circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm tells your body when it's time to wake up and when it's time to go to sleep. That will lead to better sleep at night. And during sleep, there is so many repairing and healing processes that happens. And we don't tend to prioritize it enough. Sleep really is the quiet foundation of your health. And you just know that after a good night of sleep, the next day you tend to be way less hungry and you're more inclined to actually go out and work out. And the next one is important. Focus more on how you feel rather than how you look. Because in my opinion, genetics matter way less than lifestyle. Can you carry things? Do you feel agile? Can you stretch properly? When you wake up, do you feel refreshed and energized, or do you feel tired? Being tired all the time is not normal. And nowadays, this sedentary lifestyle and consuming highly processed foods have been normalized so much that people don't even realize anymore what is it to feel good within yourself. Your body is designed to be active and vibrant and agile. And you can just see that healthy people that have a healthy body from within, they just glow differently. They have just this sort of spark in them. This one I'm always advocating for, and is to protect your mental environment. Focus on the good and minimize negativity, and try and remove any stress factor as much as you can. Cut out toxic people out of your life. Delete social media apps that you feel like you're just wasting your time in. And important is to create more than what you consume. Curate your environment to be as low stress as possible, because stress is very inflammatory. It inflames your body and makes you feel bloated. It affects your sleep, and it just puts you in this cycle of really bad patterns. Your mental state shows in your body. This one is hard to say in this environment of mass confusion, but it's to trust your body. Your body is a complex vessel full of functions that are meant to be there to keep you alive. And when you're giving the right conditions to your body, it knows what to do. Don't overcomplicate it with any trends or products that are being pushed to you. You don't need to purchase anything external, because you have to understand that people make money on the insecurities or lack of knowledge that people have. And nutrition and health is an area where people have very, very little knowledge. But the reality is that all the bodily functions are there to take care of you. So all that you need to do is just to strip it back to the basics. All that you need is great food, water, sleep, and movement. It's not more complicated than that. Something very important is to take care of your gut health, because did you know that 70% of your immune system is found in the gut? And your gut is deeply connected in your skin, in your mood, in your energy, and how it's absorbing the nutrients of the food that you are eating. Yeah, and the problem with this is that the modern diet, which is filled with ultra-processed food, we eat a lot of antibiotics, we have a lot of stress, poor sleeping patterns. This is a straight impact with the balance of your gut microbiome. So include in your diet a lot of fermented foods such as sauerkraut, kimchi, kefir, yogurt. I really like to do my own yogurt at home. I have a little machine that does it. And having a happy gut, it just radiates outwards. The next one is fasting. I'm just getting into it, so you have to do your own research on that. I'm just opening the door to eat them. Our bodies are not designed to be constantly consuming, and nowadays, by observing just the general eating patterns, we tend to eat so many meals and so many snacks in between, so we're never really giving our body any sort of rest from digesting. By fasting, even shorter period of time in between meals, we're giving our gut a moment of break, a moment to repair itself instead of focusing all the energy to break down the food that you have there. And by giving your digestive system a break, it helps to regulate your insulin and it reduces the constant blood sugar spikes that happens when you're constantly ingesting food. And the last tip ties it all together. Discipline and consistency creates balance. Extremes will never last. Any crash diet that you will go into, you will not be able to sustain them for the rest of your life. So the key is to live in a way that you can sustain. A way of living where your habits support your body every single day. And at the end of the day, maintaining a healthy body doesn't need to be complicated. We just have a lot of noise coming from our environment from every direction. And it's very important to also take the time and read about nutrition and your body and your biology by trusted sources, because it's very easy to fall into some sort of social media trend where you feel like everyone is talking about this very specific diet and how well it works for them. But there is for sure someone trying to sell you something, and health really doesn't come with any product. Health is just coming from within and how you treat your own body. So yeah, all I have to say is just to trust your body and go back to the basics. That's how you get a healthy, glowing, lean body all year round. That's very easy to maintain. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you got some value out of this video, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.